M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Again, Jackson will keep it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The numbers for Andrews last week: 5 catches, 63 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic will get you scored on again.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Here again comes Joe Burrow in the offense for the Bengals. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Former 2nd-round pick. This is Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action with Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
To the air again, Burrow. And it's caught. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Here we go.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they run with Edwards off the option. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Burrow will throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Off the option, here's Edwards. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go option to the short side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And they run with Edwards off the option. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Again, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's brought down. First down, here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. The Patriots seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington football team. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He will find his man Chase complete. For a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. And
they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
but drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Higgins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
That's taken in by Duvernay. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And they run with Edwards off the option. Oh, good move. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
This is our time.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Now they go play action now. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
these guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Nifty move. A second juke. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. On 2nd and goal. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Ravens taking the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. 7 yards the pickup there. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jackson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. And Jackson throwing once more, setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
To throw again is Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And brought down but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A first carry for Samaje Perine, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.